I'm Roman Yossi of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Dante Fabro of the Nashville Predators.
This is Philip Forsberg of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Colton Sissons of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Eustace Aros of the Nashville Predators.
You're listening to the Renegades of Puck
with Crazy Charlie.
Welcome to the bunker. Welcome to the Renegades of Puck podcast. I'm your host and captain, Crazy Charlie Saunier. And before we get to the No Half Step and Hockey coverage, first, let me direct you to our home website, renegadesofpuck.com. Once you go to renegadesofpuck.com, you'll learn everything you need to know about the show. Once you're educated about the show, you click on that merchandise tab, take you straight to our classic logo t-shirt, our pride logo t-shirt, all of our different special event t-shirts, and so much more. All the gimmicks you come to know and love and expect from the Renegades of Puck are still available in our online store. Whether that's socks, throw pillows, wall art, or bed sets, you can have fit your entire person or your entire home with Renegades of Puck merchandise. We sure would appreciate if you'd go ahead and do just that. After all, we've sold out so that you can buy in. Social media is of critical importance to this hockey operation, so here's how you can support the Renegades of Puck. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. You can also find us on Threads and X, and still for at least a little bit longer, you can find us on TikTok. Doesn't take you but a second, doesn't cost you a single thing. Follow us along on social media. It goes a long way to helping us, though, here in the trenches. YouTube, and we sure do thank all of our recent subscribers. Thank you so much. We've gotten some recent subscribers from Memphis. Carlos, sure do appreciate you out there. Stick taps, my friend, out on the western frontier in the trenches with us, and we sure would appreciate if you would join Carlos and the rest of us there on YouTube for the latest episodes of Renegades of Puck TV or all of our different intro segments. We have recaps, we have what else? We have previews, of course. We have interviews. That's what I was trying to get out a second ago. We have all that good stuff right there on our YouTube channel. Check it out today, please, if you don't mind. You can also find the audio podcast thanks to the Full Press Predators podcast, the Full Press NHL Network. You can find us almost everywhere. Just search Renegades of Puck at your preferred platform today. In 2023, we went from local to global. We're continuing that momentum well on into 2024. So stick taps, love, and respect to everybody who's checked out the show. Thank you guys so much. Again, stick taps, love, and respect to everybody behind the scenes at the Full Press NHL Network. Venmo is how you can support the show financially. You can make a donation by searching Renegades of Puck in Venmo or scanning the QR code that is currently on your screen right now. Thanks to generous Renegades just like you listening and watching at home, we've been able to make significant upgrades to the facilities over the last couple of seasons, and we're looking to continue doing so. Over the next couple of days, the temperatures are going to bottom out where we are located. That's going to make things very difficult, but we're going to continue trying to get the programming done. That's why by this time next year, we hope to have a heating system and an air conditioning system for the summertime put in to help us out with all of these different things to help us here in the bunker. That will keep the show moving along. So if you can donate today, please do so by scanning the QR code that is currently on your screen. Now listen, I know it's time for the No Half Step and Hockey coverage, so let me deliver the goods. Time for operation number 854. That's right, show number 854. And at this moment in hockey history, Nashville Predators currently find themselves in fourth place in Central Division. After 42 games skated, they have a record of 23-18-1, 47 points, have some 13 points behind the first place Winnipeg Jets. On home ice, which is where the Nashville Predators next game will take place, they have a record of 12-11-0. Predators scored 135 goals this season. They've given up 133. That means they have a goal differential of +2. Preds' next game will be against the New York Islanders. It'll be the second night of back-to-backs. But before we bear down on that particular matchup, let's talk about the updated standings in the Central Division. The Winnipeg Jets are in first place with a record of 28-9-4. They have 60 points on the season, 3 points clear of the second place Colorado Avalanche. And then the third place Dallas Stars have 53 points. And you'll find your Nashville Predators currently holding a wild card playoff spot and sitting in fourth in the Central Division with 47 points. The St. Louis Blues have jumped over the Arizona Coyotes to overtake fifth place in the Central Division with 43 points. The Arizona Coyotes are at 42 points in sixth place. The Minnesota Wild are in seventh in the Central Division with 39 points, and the Chicago Blackhawks at 26 points are in eighth and last place in the Central Division. Once the Nashville Predators wrap up this back-to-back situation, the second night will be at home against the New York Islanders. Monday, off to Vegas. Thursday in L.A. Saturday in Arizona. 3-game Western road trip. We'll have the Nashville Predators tied up for the next week, then back on home ice on the 22nd of January versus the Florida Panthers. On the 25th of January, back on the road in Minnesota. First of two regular season meetings between the Nashville Predators and the New York Islanders, the Preds' next opponent. On April the 6th, right near the end of the season, right near the end of the schedule, the Predators will be in the Island to take on the New York Islanders. The Islanders overall in season 19, 12, and 10, 48 points, has them fourth overall in the Metropolitan Division. On the road, they are 8, 7, and 4. They've scored 127 goals. They've given up 138. That means they have a goal differential of minus 11 on the season. When it comes to their most recent stretch of action, we'll go back and talk about 5 games. We'll start with the calendar flip to 2024 on January the 2nd. It was a 5-4 overtime loss at the Colorado Avalanche. On the 4th of January, a 5-1 win at the Arizona Coyotes. On the 6th of January, 5-2 loss at the Vegas Golden Knights. On the 9th of January, it was a 5-2 loss versus the Vancouver Canucks. And most recently on the 11th, a 4-3 overtime win versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was Sorokin in net going 32 out of 35 and picking up the victory. Take a look inside the numbers and the rankings for these two teams. The Nashville Predators scoring 3.17 goals per game is 17th best in the NHL, while the Islanders are scoring 3.07 goals per game. That is 19th overall in the National Hockey League. In the goals against category, the Preds lead in this category too. 3.17 is 19th best in the league, while the Islanders are giving up 3.29 goals per game. That is 21st overall in the NHL. So look at that for the Nashville Predators. When it comes to the Jekyll and Hyde metrics and the up and downs of all the things that we've been dealing with lately, the margin of error for the Predators is not razor thin. It's non-existent. 3.17 goals per game, 3.17 goals given up per game. Now, let's move on to the shots category. The Islanders only generating 29.7 shots on goal per game is 22nd in the NHL, while the Preds are generating 30.8. That's 16th in the NHL. In the shots against category, Islanders giving up 35.1 per game. That's 31st, one spot from the bottom of the league, while the Preds are giving up 30.4. That's 18th in the NHL. In the special teams metrics, the Islanders have the better power play, converting at 25% on the season. That's 9th overall. 28 out of 112 opportunities. Preds have had many more opportunities and have had 2 more goals than the Islanders. They're 16th best in conversion rate at 20.8%, 30 out of 144 for the Nashville Predators raw data on the power play. On the penalty kill, it is the Nashville Predators leading in this metric. 76.5% kill rate is 25th best in the NHL. They've given up 32 power play goals against, and this is surprising. Not many teams have given up more power play goals than the Predators on the season. The Islanders have given up 33 power play goals against on the season. Their kill rate, 73%, is 29th overall. When it comes to the individual scores for each of these teams, let's start with the visiting New York Islanders. Barzal is 12 goals and 33 assists for 45 points and typically plays quite well against the Nashville Predators. Dobson, 6 goals and 36 assists for 42 points. Bo Horvat, 17 goals and 23 assists for 40 points. Nelson, 19 and 16 for 35. And Palmieri, 10 and 13 for 23. Over on the Nashville Predators side of the ledger, Philip Forsberg leads in goals, leads in assists, and also leads in points. 22 goals, 25 assists, 47 points on the season. Ryan O'Reilly at 16 goals and 22 assists for 38 points. Second overall on the team. The captain, Roman Yossi, at 8 goals and 27 assists for 35 points. Gus Nyquist, 11 and 23 for 34. And Colton Sissons, 12 goals, 9 assists, 21 points. Anticipated goaltending matchup sees UC Saros in net for the second night of back-to-backs on home ice. 16-15-1 is his record, 8.99 save percentage, a 3.09 goals against average. Kevin Lankinen's updated numbers, 6-3-0, 8.98 save percentage, 3.12 goals against average. Ilya Sorokin, 13-8-8 on the season, 9.09 save percentage, 3.19 goals against average.
Hockey players are as unique as the game itself, and your uniform should be tailored to fit you. Rebirth Sports is your sports apparel tailor. From shells, bags, warm-ups, hats, hoodies, branding, and more, let Rebirth Sports be your custom hockey tailor.
And don't forget to tell them they do more than just hockey.
Rebirth Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Rebirth Sport, a match made in hockey.
It's now time for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to January 12th, year 2024. Well, the Nashville Predators were in Dallas to take on the Stars for the third of 4 regular season meetings. Head coach Andrew Burnett deployed his lines and combinations in the following way. Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Trennan, Sissons, and Gurionov. That is a new line combination right there to watch for. Smith, Novak, and Evangelista. Parson, McCarron, and Thomasino, your defensive pairings. Ariosi and Faber, Luzon, and Carey, and McDonough, and Shen. Lankinen gets the start on the first night of back-to-backs for the Nashville Predators. We get started, and we're 149 into the game. It's Lankinen coming with a save on Ryan Suter's first shot on goal of the game for either team. We're at 2:12 of the first period. Lankinen comes with a save on Lundqvist at the 4:22 mark of the first period. We find our first penalty of the game. It's Marchment off the box. 2 minutes for tripping for the Nashville Predators on the power play. Ottinger back in the lineup. Comes with a big save on Sissons as he drove to the net trying to make something happen. At 6:56 of the first period, Lankinen comes with a save on Roope Hintz. At 8:11 of the first, Ottinger comes with a save on Philip Forsberg. A lot of play now between the face-off dots for about the next 4 minutes before the 12:14 mark hits, and we see Ottinger coming with a save on Jeremy Lauzon. The 18:17 mark, another long stretch of continuous play between the face-off dots. Ottinger comes with a save on Alex Carrier at the 19:05 mark of the first period. Lankinen comes with a save on Ben at 19:14. Lankinen comes with a save on Lindell, and that would allow Dallas to outshoot the Nashville Predators 7-6 in the first period in what you would certainly consider a low-event period. The Nashville Predators largely outmatched the first 2/3 of this period, but did start to get their legs under them in the final 5 to 6 minutes. 2:09 into the second period. Now it's Ottinger coming up with a save on Cole Smith. At the 3:09 mark of the second period, it's Ottinger coming with a save on Philip Tomasino. At 4:23 of the second, it's Lankinen coming with a save on Pavelski. At 5:51, Ottinger a save on Dante Fabro. We're all the way to 9:24 already in the second period, and it's Ottinger coming up with a save on Ryan McDonough at 8:44 of the second period. It's Lankinen coming up with a save on Tyler Seguin at 9:22 of the second period. After lots of back and forth and some fairly low-event hockey, it is Lauzon getting the Nashville Predators on the board first in this game with his 4th goal this season. He took the long shot, followed it up, got to the rebound of the slot area, and cleaned up for his 4th goal of the season, giving the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead in Dallas. At 11:45 of the second period, it's Ottinger coming up with a save on Tommy Novak. At 12:03 of the second period, it's Cole Smith off the box. 2 minutes for tripping. While the Nashville Predators are on the PK, it's going to be Jamie Benn picking up 4 minutes for high sticking. That's going to create a 4-on-4 for a brief time, and that's where the Nashville Predators are capitalizing, picking up their 2nd goal of the game. It's Tommy Novak picking up his 7th of the season. It was off of the rush, and he got a great feed from Goryanov for Tommy Novak breaking through and getting this goal. It was a long time coming, and you could tell he let out a roar after this one. This one felt good. Novak 7th puts the Preds up 2-0 in Dallas. Now, the Predators, after the 4-on-4 would expire, would go on to have a 2-minute-plus power play. Ottinger would come up with a save on O'Reilly. Significant pressure and zone time by the Preds. Ottinger would then come up with another save on Philip Forsberg. The Dallas PK would hold. 16:37 into the second period. It's Ottinger coming up with a save on Nyquist at the 17:33 mark of the second period. Lankinen comes with a save on Lundqvist at 18:13 of the second period. It's Ottinger coming up with a save on Alex Carey at 18:34 of the second period. Cole Smith with a golden opportunity off of a great feed hits the iron, and that one rings out. For just the briefest of seconds, it looked like that one had gotten in and maybe went off the back post, but maybe that was more wishful thinking. But Smith hits the iron. That puck goes out of there at 18:34. Nothing else happens through the rest of the second period. We hit the intermission. The Predators now have 21 shots on goal at the end of the second period, so they go from 6 to 21, so they generate 15 shots on net in the second. The Dallas Stars, another 7 shots on goal in the second. They go from 7 to 14. Preds so far have the only 2 goals in this game, leading 2-0. We go over to the third period. The Preds, by the way, have had a 2-0 lead in every single game against this Dallas Stars this season. By the way, the Preds are 1-1 against the Dallas Stars coming into this third meeting of the season. Set you up for the third period. We're 11 seconds into the third period now, and Lankinen is coming with a save on Pavelski. At 1:09 of the third period, it's Hakanpää coming up with his 2nd goal of the season. By the way, both of those goals are against the Nashville Predators. Perfect setup by Matt Duchene. The Stars were buzzing all around, and it is all not the first minute, but it's only 9 seconds after the first minute. A huge momentum-building goal for this Dallas Stars team, who are accustomed to coming from behind and accustomed to playing from down on the score sheet. Nashville Predators now lead 2-1, just 1:09 into the third period. 2:24 to the third period. Lankinen comes up with a save on Harley at 2:51. Ottinger comes up with a save on Colton Sissons at 3:29 of the third period. Ottinger comes up with a save on O'Reilly. We flip things over to the backside of the sheet. We find at 3:41 of the third period, it's O'Reilly coming up with this 16th goal of the season. Rebound jam on Forsberg's shot. O'Reilly cuts across the top of the crease, finds the loose puck before anyone else can. He is so good and such a professional at doing this exact thing, called bringing the jam. So he tucks the puck in for his 16th goal of the season. The Preds get that 2-goal lead back almost immediately, now leading 3-1. in the third period. 4:10 in the third period. It's Smith off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Lankinen would have to quote a huge save on Robertson. We go all the way to 7:29 of the third period now, and it's Lankinen coming up with a save on Pavelski. But at 8:11 of the third period, it's Johnston scoring his 11th goal of the season. And Johnston seems to be another guy that you can put on the list for having good career early on against this Nashville Predators. He's a good, young-looking product. Long rebound. He puts it back in the net, beats Lankinen. Johnston's 11th makes the game 3-2. Dallas right back in this thing again. 9:49 of the third period. It's Tyler Seguin off the box. 2 minutes for hooking, and that's where Philip Forsberg is going to work with his 22nd goal of the season. The captain, Roman Josi, does all of the work with the fake shot that freezes everyone on the rink. Philip Forsberg wide open, waiting for it on the back post. Had time to corral it, stop it, pick his shot, and snipe. Forsberg's 22nd of the season gives the Preds back that 2-goal lead yet again. They now lead 4-2. Halfway through the third period. At 11:05 of the third period, it's Ottinger coming up with a save on Luke Evangelista. At the 11:40 mark of the third period, it's Ottinger coming up with a save on Goryanov. At 12:05 of the third period, it is Philip Forsberg off to the box. 2 minutes for boarding. Kind of a weird play how this all shook out. Two different Predators took the man into the wall. Forsberg ends up getting called for boarding. The Dallas Stars find themselves on a power play, and that's where Matt Duchene goes to work, scoring his 13th goal of the season, making it a 1-goal game yet again. Nashville now leads 4-3 in the third period. For Matt Duchene, we all know how good he can snipe it. Sharp angle just at the bottom of the face-off circle. He goes ahead and rips that thing into a perfect spot just under the crossbar. Not much you can do about that. Duchene scores the power play goal for the Dallas Stars. Still 4-3 in favor of the Nashville Predators. At 13:55 of the third period, Ottinger comes with the save on Philip Forsberg. At 14:33 of the third period, we see Hanley off the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Tommy Novak. Novak chipped the puck, chased it, and drew this power play for his team. Really good effort here by Tommy Novak. Really smart play as well. Ottinger would come up with a save on Sissons while shorthanded, but the Dallas Stars PK unit would again be strong and hold strong, keeping the Nashville Predators off the board. In 17:21 mark of the third period, we see the empty net scenario with the defensive zone draw for the Nashville Predators. The Dallas Stars elect to pull a netminder. 17:27 is when Nyquist puts the goal into the empty net, his 11th of the season. It was O'Reilly on the face-off win, draws it back to Josi. Josi hits Nyquist high in the zone. Nyquist fires it down the ice, and in just 6 seconds, the Nashville Predators convert on the empty net to take a 5-3 lead in this game. At 19:30 of the third period, it's Juuso Parssinen with the empty net again, coming up with his 7th goal of the season, another empty net goal for the Nashville Predators. This one comes along the wall right at the red line. Again, Parssinen, his 7th, the Preds' 2nd empty net goal. That makes it 6-3 in the third period. Nothing would happen over the final 30 seconds of this game, so 6-3 would be your final score. A wild, wild third period in Dallas, and the Nashville Predators keep pushing, keep fighting, keep coming back, and find a way to win this game 6-3. The score is impressive by the time it's over. The Preds outshoot the Dallas Stars 38-22 in this game. And again, for the Nashville Predators, going into Dallas 2 times in a row, taking all 4 of those points, managing to score a combined 10 goals in those 2 games against the Dallas Stars. That's good. That's impressive stuff, and I'm very happy to see the Nashville Predators bounce back from that previous game. The Jekyll and the Hyde thing still continues, but the Nashville Predators got up for a game they needed to, for a game against a team that's ahead of them in the standings, and they are now 2-1 against the Dallas Stars on the season. Again, a really, really good effort to beat the Dallas Stars, and Lankinen goes 2-0 against the Stars in a week's time. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We're going to go ahead and clear things up right here. We'll come back. We'll have analysis, box score. We'll close this thing out, and so much more. We got to get you all set. Less than 24 hours till the next game. So you're listening to the Renegades of Puck podcast right here on the Full Press NHL Network.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm Tracy, owner-operator of Strong Style Fitness. And that's me and my training assistant, Rizzo. And we are here to bring you fitness that meets you where you are by offering circuit classes, bar-inspired classes, Tabata workouts, boot camps, guided stretching, and more, all taught by a certified personal trainer, me. To learn more, go to our website, strongstylefit.com. Subscribe on YouTube at Strong Style Fitness. Follow on social media at Strong Style Fit. But most importantly, let's get you moving. It doesn't matter if it's your first workout or you've been doing it for years. Strong Style Fitness has the workout that meets you on your journey and helps you along the path to a happier, healthier life. I understand where you've been, what you were going through, and where you were going, and I want to take you there. We'll see you on the mat. Mwah.
Welcome back in Renegades of Puck podcast. Appreciate you guys and your patience sticking through this episode. We're going to grind it out. We're going to work no matter what it is. We're all feeling something right now. Middle of winter. Whatever it is, it's going around. It's at the rink. It's at the school. It's at work. It's just about everywhere you turn. So if you don't have some kind of sniffle, some kind of cough, some kind of something going on, well, I envy you right now because I think everybody I talk to has got a little something going on, including me. But makes no difference. We're still going to come out here. We're still going to grind. We're still going to work away. Let's get to it. Let's do some analysis. We've gotten you through a preview. We've gotten you through a recap. Let's do some analysis, a box score. Let's close this thing out. Let's go take some more NyQuil. How about that? That's what I'm planning to do, at least. Kevin Lankinen gets the second start in a row against the Dallas Stars, 19-22. 3 goals against. Back-to-back wins in Dallas, and again, he was good enough. Now, the Dallas Stars were hawking all over trying to come back in this one, and they were definitely making a game of it, but Lankinen now 6-3 on the season, 8.98 save percentage, 3.12 goals against average, did just enough in this game. Yes, he gave up 3 goals against, but the Preds win 6-3, 2 power play saves, 1 shorthanded save, 16 even strength saves, and in-game save percentage of 8.64. None of those numbers are particularly great. That's 3 goals against on a fairly light workload, but it was enough to secure the victory for his team, and that's right now all you're asking for him to do. And the snipe where Duchesne got him, that's a tough one. And you know Duchesne probably knew a little something about Lankinen from being teammates in the past. But Lankinen, good enough again this week, and 2-0 against Dallas in the last week. The captain, Romeo, had 3 assists in this game. And you know what? It all starts where he takes that big hit, and then he led his team to victory. He took a big hit, and it looked like he was heading off the ice, but then the puck found him. He was forced to make the play, and it ends up turning into an assist. He was back on the ice for his next shift, and while he may have been uncomfortable the duration of the evening after that, he was playing good, inspired hockey, and he led his team to victory. The 3 assists were great. The biggest one and the best one of the night would be the power play, converting to Philip Forsberg, where he froze not only Ottinger, but the entirety of everyone on the ice and in the rink, except for Philip Forsberg, who knew he was getting a pass in advance. So Captain Romeo with 3 assists in this game, took a big hit, got up, led his squad to victory. That's good stuff right there. O'Reilly, 3 points in this game as well, a goal and 2 assists. The Jam, he just brings it each and every shift out there, each and every night. And O'Reilly also had 5 shots on goal, 2 block shots, and 18:45 in total time on ice. In this game, also dropped 1 hit in there. So O'Reilly, the professional Jam, goes to the net, finds the puck, wins the battle, puts it in the net, helps the Nashville Predators get another victory on the season. Now O'Reilly, 38 points, 16 goals, 22 assists. Really, truly a revelation of a free agent for Barry Trotz and the Nashville Predators organization. Philip Forsberg, he willed his team to victory in Dallas last week. Another 2 points against Dallas this week, a goal and assist, plus 5 shots on goal. The power play goal, most of the work done by the captain, Romeo, with Philip Forsberg still had to corral that puck and finish it off, and he does just that. Also generates 5 shots on goal, and 19:57 led all forwards in total time on ice, generated 4:16 of time on ice on the power play as well. Philip Forsberg, again, another strong night. Did pick up a boarding penalty, but again, I have questions about that particular penalty. Tommy Novak picks up a goal in this game. It's been a while, hasn't it? I can say it again. All he does is make plays. This was a great play for Tommy Novak. It was great to see him get back on the score sheet. It's his 7th goal of the season, I hope, just like when Luke Evangelista broke through recently, and then it was the beginning of a couple of goals in a couple of games. I hope that's where we're headed for Tommy Novak, because I just could tell something wasn't right with Tommy Novak in the recent stretch of hockey. I think he's slowly getting back to his normal self. That goal and the roar he let out afterwards, you could tell he definitely wanted it, and it was a great moment for Tommy Novak in this game. Talk about a great moment. Luzon picking up a goal. Shoots it from out high, chases it, and then picks up the rebound and puts it into the net. So Luzon picks up a goal in this game. And Luzon continues playing just incredibly strong hockey. Also had 3 shots on goal. 5 hits in this game and skated 19:44 in total time on ice. The things that he was doing poorly in the past, he seems to have cut down on, and the things he needed to improve on, he has, leading the league in hits, also chipping in on the offensive side of things, and easily chipping in large amounts of minutes. 1944 of reliable time on ice, skating with Alex Carey. That D pair was doing so well at one point in time, and something happened. The whole D core just kind of went to crap for a little bit there. Hopefully this is a good sign that they're on the way back up. Okay, let's get this thing cleared up again. We're going to take one last break on the Renegades of Puck podcast and hear from our great friends, Stripe Digital. That was the analysis portion of things, the good, cold, hard numbers known as the box score. Coming up next, then we'll close the show out right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.
The digital environment can be quite intimidating, time-consuming, and cumbersome, especially with all those other areas that need attention at your business, and that's why Stripe Digital Solutions is here to help. I know because that's exactly what Stripe Digital Solutions did for me and the Renegades of Puck. From designing my home website and helping me create my merchandise to special event posters, brand building, and social media management. But it's not just that, it's so much more. Stripe Digital Solutions has helped me every step of the way. From startup to full-time operation, Stripe Digital Solutions has been there to assist and advise every single step of the journey. In today's fast-paced world, the path to success is having a strong digital partner, and nobody is better in the trenches than Brandy and Stripe Digital Solutions. Get the solution before it's even a problem with Stripe Digital Solutions.
Welcome back in Renegades of Puck podcast. Let's talk about the good, cold, hard numbers that are in this box score right in front of me right here. Philip Forsberg had a goal for the Nashville Predators. Tommy Novak, Gus Nyquist, Ryan O'Reilly, Juuso Parson, and Luzon. That makes up 6 goals, 6 different goal scorers, 5 coming from the forwards, 1 coming from the D2 going into an empty net. When it comes to assists, we did have Roman Josi leading the team with 3. Ryan O'Reilly had 2. We also had Gurionov with 1 and Philip Forsberg with 1 assist in this game. When it comes to the shots on goal category, we had 2 getting 5. Philip Forsberg had 5 shots on goal. Ryan O'Reilly also had 5 shots on goal. Colton Sissons chips in with 4 shots on goal. Luzon has 3 shots on goal in this game. When it comes to blocked shots, it is 3 leading the way. That's Colton Sissons, 2 from O'Reilly, 2 from Smith, 2 from McDonough, 2 from Shen. When it comes to hits, it's Luzon, of course, with 5 in this game leading the way. He continues to lead the NHL in hits. We also find McCarron with 3, Sissons with 3, and Luke Shen with 3. Impressive stuff. First night of back-to-backs, you want to track the time on ice. Thought Andrew Burnett did a good job with the forwards of keeping them limited in their ice time, considering the game was pretty close up until the empty netters started going in one after the other. In time on ice for your forwards, it was Philip Forsberg that led with 19:57, and then Gus Nyquist at 19:03, Ryan O'Reilly at 18:45. On the defensive side of things, the captain, Roman Josi, as usual, led the team in total time on ice, 23-24. McDonough was at 23-04. All of the other defensemen under 20 minutes. When it comes to special teams, power play, Philip Forsberg at 4:16 in total time on ice. Nyquist 4:14. Sissons 3:41. And then on the defensive side of things, it was Josi at 4:17 and McDonough at 3:23. That power play in this game was 1 out of 5. When it comes to the penalty kill, which went 2 out of 3, giving up 1 against, it was 3:03 in shorthanded time on ice for Luzon, 2:35 for Ryan McDonough, and then 2:52 shorthanded time on ice for Michael McCarron, 1:50 shorthanded time on ice for Colton Sissons. Some other things. Oh, wait. Kevin Lankinen. Got to talk about Kevin Lankinen. Box score, 19 out of 22, 3 goals against, 80 games, save percentage, 8.64, 16 even strength saves, 2 power play saves, 1 shorthanded saves. Again, good enough. Got the job done. The raw numbers might not look that impressive, but when you see the Preds were able to score 6, it is, in fact, good enough. Some other things falling out of the box score to let you know about. Face-off winning percentage, I thought was rather low again tonight. 40.3, got to improve on that. 28 hits is a nice, good, high number. 18 block shots is okay. 4 takeaways, 3 giveaways. Will always like to be on the plus side of the takeaway giveaway matchup. Now, let's go ahead and close this show out because I need to get some NyQuil, need to get some rest, and we need to get ready for another game. First night of back-to-backs, the Preds come away with victory in Dallas. That is impressive. Impressive enough. But let's talk about it. Measuring stick. We talked about that all season long with the Dallas Stars, that the Dallas Stars are the measuring stick game and team for this Nashville Predators. They have been for several years in the Central Division now. Preds are 2-1 versus Dallas Stars on the season, and they are 2-0 in Dallas. They've taken 4 out of 6 points, and they have played the Stars perfectly for 179 minutes and 47 seconds out of 180 minutes this entire season. Only 13 seconds did the Nashville Predators fail to show up against the Dallas Stars, and that's when they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory on home ice, giving up 2 goals in the final 13 seconds. So for the Nashville Predators, doing an outstanding job against the Dallas Stars. They'll have one more opportunity to play them on home ice in February to make up for that. But for the Preds right now, an excellent job taking 4 out of 6 points from the Dallas Stars, a team that they are directly competing with for an automatic playoff berth in the Central Division. And now with that victory, the Preds pull themselves to within 6 points of the Dallas Stars. The Preds still skated one more game than Dallas. But an outstanding job by the Nashville Predators to go into Dallas, secure the victory, for Lankinen to pick up 2 victories in a row in Dallas, and Philip Forsberg at the top line really to push this team over the top on those road games. The Preds, a really solid road team, 11-7-1 on the road after that victory in Dallas. We'll be back in the trenches tomorrow night. Another half a bottle of NyQuil will be gone by then, and hopefully we'll be clearing up just a little bit. We'll be back breaking down the Nashville Predators versus the New York Islanders, second night of back-to-backs. Preds not quite the same team on home ice. Let's see if they can bring some of that magic back home from Dallas with them to home ice and run up the score on the New York Islanders. That's going to do it for Operation Ray 154. Need to get everybody some rest. Need to get myself some rest. We need to get ourselves all settled and ready for tomorrow night. We'll be back in the bunker. We'll have a little bit more extended conversation and coverage then. Op 854 is in the books. I'm your host, Captain Crazy Charlie Saunier. Stick taps, love, and respect.